today's episode of Fish Florida Water. I'm going to be showing you all places to look at to target fish in a canal in Florida. So if you enjoy these types of videos, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel today. And if you haven't already, pick up some merch to help support the channel and all that good stuff too. So with that being said, I'm going to talk to you all about places to look for when you're going to be fishing a canal in Florida. So this here, obviously a canal that has both sides of the canal, and you're going to want to obviously check both sides of the water and see which side has fish on it. Normally you can just stand from a distance and you can see fish that are active in the water. Right now it's a little hot, so they're not really too active on the water. Normally when bass or other fish are a little active, you'll see them making ripples or little puddle, little whatever you want to call them in the water, splashing or chasing bait fish or bugs that may be in the water. Let me chase them around. Right now it's a little hot because here it is August 2nd, 2024, and it's like 90 degrees out, so a lot of these fish are not really interested in biting right now at all. Maybe a little bit later in the day they'll bite. Right now I think it's around like 3 o'clock, so in the next maybe 2 hours or so it'll be a little bit more active. But anyways, hopefully you enjoy the video, and now we're going to go ahead and switch over and start talking about how to fish a canal in Florida. Alright, so these are the culverts I was talking about, the little drainage ditches that split normally on both sides of a street. Sometimes they'll have these, and some canals might not have these, but these types of drainage pipes actually hold fish inside them. So if you drop like a live worm on a hook down in front of them, you may get fish that will bite right in front of these types of culverts if you're lucky enough to find these types of culverts. So I'll take you real quick around these banks real quick, and I'll talk to you about how to like fish these. So as you can see down there, that yellow sandy area, that is a spawn bed that a fish had, and I'm not sure if there's any babies still on it or not, or whether it's still an active spawn bed or not, but that is what to look for a spawn bed during spawn season right there. Now when you're fishing a canal in Florida, the best places that you can fish in a canal is a couple of spots that I like to target, and that is the sides of the canal. So you see we have this side right here in front of me, which has got a little bit of thick vegetation in front of it. There's another little spawn bed right there, kind of growing back, it looks like. But here I would be standing at, so that I could cast over there in that area where bass might be at, or tilapia, or other fish, freshwater fish would be at during spawn season, or even any time of day, really. Right now it's kind of hot out, so they're bouncing between, like from the shore or the bank to the middle of the water where it's a little bit cooler at, and then they go back to this area and the bank area again. So you want to look for signs of spawn beds. It is another kind of a spawn bed. You may or may not be able to see that. I don't know how well it shows up in the camera, but straight down there is a little spawn bed. It's like an old spawn bed. Had somebody break water right there, so I'm saying casting on that side over to this spot right here would have been a good time to be able to try to do, because you won't spook them because they can see you in the water when you're walking up here on the bank. So you see there's another spawn bed down here. Maybe you might be able to see it, and there's another one over there. So ideally, as I said, you want to fish that side over there, casting over here, because you're going to tick the fish off that are here protecting their spawn bed. And if I keep on throwing it over here, if you know there's fish on that side and you keep on throwing it from the opposite side, they're eventually going to hopefully bite your bait and you'll catch them. The only downfall to that is that these fish may or may not come back to the spawn bed after you catch them. So the future of those fish now that may have been on that spawn bed might not happen now because their parents aren't going to come back to that area. So hopefully that has gave you a little bit of tips on how to fish canals, what to look for, where to fish at. Not really a video on what tackle to use, but how to like fish these canals in the sense on where to stand at, where to cast your line at, and how to fish during any type of year. So during spawn and summer times, right now it's going to be a little bit harder. During spawn it might be hit or miss too. So it's kind of hit or miss. It really is. Fish, if they're going to bite, they're going to bite. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below.